Between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
But that's the one thing you got to worry about, man. Them young boys. But that's the one thing you got to worry about, man. Them young boys coming. They are down 3 games to 2.
And a speed game.
Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will take the first swing of the game. This rivalry is intense, guys, but with all of the connections between the two, it's more like a family feud more so than a bitter war.
And for example, about the connections, Reese, how about Vince Dooley, longtime Georgia coach? He went to Auburn. How about great player Pat Dye, All-American at Georgia, coaches at Auburn? The connections are real. The rivalry is real.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Dogs just shoot him up and spit him out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ball game. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Finds his tight end. He is smashing people. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw.
Oh, he drops it.
This is some physical.
God damn, dog.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Auburn Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Auburn lines up quickly.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another.
Oh, it's out. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Wants to throw on second down. Grab behind the line against Rhodes. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And that pass picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just too much of a rush.
That's not what I wanted to do.
The quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Gosh, damn, dog.
It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And
the hell is wrong with you?
To move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. They move the tight end all over. They'll go to the ground.
I'm talking about nobody picked him up.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. Try to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight through those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Running back searching for a hole. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Oh.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Rhodes. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll try the run. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field.
That just don't want to block him now. Nah, but you got to know.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Smashes through. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's an electrifying run. When you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs, Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy, no Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's inside the 15. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. They'll immediately call timeout. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jason, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's got them back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're trying to get to it.
Oh! I didn't think he was going to make that throw, man.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20.
Thank
This
you.
will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it, feeling some heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after him. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime to get ready for the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down.
No!
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. No, he got loose. And he's wrapped up after a solid
Yeah, I thought that
return
quicker.
on the pick.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands.
I thought that quicker.
Backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He finds his man. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Comes out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On second down, wants to throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all the tradition and bad blood between these programs, it's all kind of come to a boil today in a spirited first half in this battle between the Tigers and Dogs. And the story of the half has been that elite quarter. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Auburn and Georgia plays out.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Makes his man miss. Oh, he broke out another move. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. It's a draw. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Auburn lines up quickly.
The field's out there.
Throws off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout.
Oh, what's the call?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off-play action on first down. Got his man quickly. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Hold him. I'll let hold him in there.
Into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And touchdown, Auburn!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the...
Oh, my God.
He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oregon State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Beavs in a statement win if there ever was one. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll step across
Slow
the
as
sideline.
hell, boy. I can wait to give me a quarterback.
First and 10.
Damn slow as shit.
Run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, first and 10 again.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Saquon, good game.
The give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep.
Oh, my God.
And very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This shit right here, man. You think it's open. That shit is not open.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Keep it on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job. A really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South oldest rivalry.
And they're red and black going crazy. The fans going nuts. And Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs. Man, they got to do something about it.
They'll try. Their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together.
Reels it in on one side.
How we missed that?
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit.
Oh, you got to tackle.
Or do something a little bit different.
He They'll step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They're going to ride this running back. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Tigers racing to the line in a hurry up.
Oh, shit.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and now he'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll put the tight end in motion. Going to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Damn.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third down, going up top. Makes the grab on the left. Got room to work. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They'll give it to the back. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a player. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Right on target this time. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll fire. Gets it out fast. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now, 2nd and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Back to the air one more time. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure gets him.
These niggas stay hurt, boy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The give to the back.
Hey, damn, another holding
flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Motion from the offense. Takes this hand headed to the right.
Oh my God, you can't even get off. Okay, team. Okay, gang. Now you can't cheat this much, bro. Like, I get it. I get it. Y'all want the niggas to win, but damn, dog.
Result of that play stand. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter.
I mean, come on, man. That's 3 holding calls in a row.
A fair catch is called for. It'll give
we ain't holding that much.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's complete on the right side. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Shit.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down.
That's the 3.
The snap sets up the throw. Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to wrap. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ohio State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Dialing up a second down pass play. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the whole crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Dogs! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak.
He's mad when I got it.
And they come up with a
Good
huge
job, man.
pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Oh my God.
Up to kick it off after the pick six, and the defense will come out feeling it. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything is gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. Never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pass is incomplete, and we
got to throw that up now, dog.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Had a decent game. You see me? Antonio Brown went up in his slot. Bro, they didn't even play. Nah, they ain't giving Q no go. Damn, that's tough. West getting the go. I guess it ain't my team. That's crazy.